What's up, people of the internet? My name is Dabacab, and the Artifact NDA has lifted. So we're going to go over the news for today, so stay tuned. Alright, so as you probably are already aware, the NDA has lifted for Artifact, meaning that all the people who are in the closed beta are able to start streaming content, publishing videos, talking about the game. Basically, all restrictions are off and they can start talking about whatever part of the game they want. And I originally planned on showing another gameplay analysis for you guys today, but I figured why the hell would anyone watch a gameplay analysis of old footage when there's like 40 billion people streaming the game right now? So I think I'm just gonna have to bide my time and wait for Monday to roll around until I can start putting out some actual gameplay. So instead, we're gonna cover a little bit of news. So what was the launch day of Artifact like? Well, I'd say overall pretty solid. I saw it getting at most the number 4 spot in Twitch. So it had, I think the peak I ever saw was 60K concurrent viewers, which is honestly pretty respectable, especially for a game that, let's be honest, has not had a lot of marketing behind it. I mean, this, I don't want to criticize Valve too much, but I mean, a lot of gamers just didn't really know that Artifact was coming, so I guess 60K is fairly respectable. Also, this is just an NDA lift, it's not an actual full release. I think we can probably expect higher numbers on the actual day that the game comes out. So I think this should be seen as a good sign. 60K viewers on day 1 of the NDA lift is not bad. It's not bad. I think that once people start actually playing the game and they feel a need to learn about the game, then there's going to be a much higher demand for actually watching gameplay and watching streamers. So elsewhere in the world of Artifact, there's been a little bit of saltiness. And by a little bit of salt, I mean an actual mountain of salt. 2 things that are really upsetting fans of Artifact. The first is the price point. People have been watching pack openings, people have been watching drafts, and just see how much money people pour into the game. And there are some pretty salty people about just how expensive this game is going to be. And I mean, this is a trading card game. It's up there with Gwent and Hearthstone. It is going to take some money to actually get the cards in your collection. But some users are having experiences similar to Crip, where Crip opened up something like 5 or 6 spins, and despite spending something like $100, $120, he didn't actually get any of the cards that he wanted. So luckily he can actually, sell some of those cards in the Steam marketplace, but still it's a little bit disheartening to see this. Hopefully Valve will adjust the numbers a little bit, reduce the number of duplicates and increase the number of unique card openings, because honestly that's really demoralizing, and I hope we don't see too much of that in the future. Let's take a look at the clip here.
I got no combo pieces. You know how I spent like 2 hours making 2 really cool decks? Each of those decks relies on one specific card to combo, and I got none of them. No copy of any of them. Okay. It's okay. I'll get the money back. I'll sell all my Svens, okay? all the heroes that everyone starts on their account with that you can't use more than 1 of, I got 6 extra for you guys. So let me know. I got the hookups, boys. I got the hookups.
Secondly, Valve has apparently removed the ability for players to create draft tournaments, which means if you want to practice draft or you want to get better at draft, you have to pay the entry fee. You can't like draft with your buddies. You can't draft for practice. The only actual way to draft is just to enter the normal draft modes. That's super disappointing, especially since, drafting tournaments would be a super fun thing to watch. I'm thinking about orchestrating some tournaments on my own on my channel, and I'd love to actually create that type of content. But if Valve doesn't actually let us draft in tournaments, like user created tournaments, then that's just not going to happen. So hopefully that's something they fix. The community is really up in arms about it, so I'm hoping that Valve is listening and that they actually change their tune. My guess is that it just wasn't quite ready. I mean, it's still technically in the closed beta, so maybe in a couple of weeks or a month from now they will update it and add drafts. I'm sure it'll come eventually. The question is, when will it come? And hopefully it'll come by actual release. And the final point to talk about in today's news roundup is what sort of content do you want to see from me? Because I'm filming this on Saturday. This is going live on Sunday. Tomorrow, the beta goes live for me. I'm going to be able to start making unique content for you guys. So what do you want to see from me? Please let me know down in the comments. Do you want to see player tournaments? Do you want to see guides? Do you want to see meme decks? Do you just want to see like highlights of gameplay. Like, let me know. I want to be able to make content for you guys, and unfortunately I am starting what's the opposite of a head start? I've got a butt start. I am starting several days behind everyone else, and without many months of practice, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, so I'll just have to make the best of it. Anyways, let me know what you want to see in future videos. Thank you so much for watching. Dabacap out.